Okay, Juno, you see yourself?
Don't make fun of me, Justin.
All right, Cameron, you don't have permission. Nicholas does. Close the computer.
Can I watch a live stream? I'm helping him get.
Not after yesterday. Close your computer.
What did he do yesterday?
Juno, mind your business.
My bad.
Juno.
Mind your beeswax.
You don't got beeswax.
Who's going first?
Well, this guy, as soon as his teacher gets his act together.
I saw Karen at HEB yesterday.
Okay.
Who had ATV?
She's probably getting ready for this.
My
huh?
mom's beeswax.
No, she was with her dad.
Hey, Juno, how
We're
are
gonna
you?
quote.
Do you not have permission?
I'm joking with Juno. First camera view. First person view, whatever.
You're not supposed to have it. It's delayed.
You're not using that?
That's how it's supposed to be.
Projection?
Oh, yeah. My bad.
No, you're good. Stay there. The cord's long enough.
Oh, we got a tour. Nice.
That's not.
Well, that's about as good as we can get. I don't think it zooms out any further, but this is why you're in charge of figuring this stuff out ahead of time. All right. There you go. I thought you were going to use your magnetic one. It's smaller.
Yeah,
Juno, where's your magnetic one?
my bad. I didn't use it because one of the pawns is a queen because I lost a pawn.
Okay. Probably should have practiced with it. I know you talked about using the online.
It's the exact same thing.
Okay, you're just gonna have to move the chessboard around for us to see what you're talking about if we can use a projector like that. Yeah, this is the stuff you have to, guys, gotta be ready. And ready means you have to think through the logistics. This whole exercise is about thinking through all of the details of a presentation and being prepared for it. Now, I know Juno is ready to show us the maneuvers. There's no doubt about that. You're prepared there. But you also have to think about these kinds of details, which is really what this is about. Presentation means thinking through how things are going to work for you when you do it, okay? Spaces, projection, chairs, tables, all of those little things matter in this particular way. So you can go ahead and do this the way it is, and we'll just try to follow along the best we can. You can get the magnetic one, and we can just replace the pawn with something else.
I can just get books to set it up.
Yeah, you can try that. Good, thank you.
Well, we really don't, Juno. I'll give you some books if you need it.
He just gave me all of his folders and a notebook and 3 notebooks.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it the way it is. Live stream, can you see the chess set at all?
Yes, I can.
I might move this a little closer, but,
So how's the audio?
it's better. We're not gonna be able to see everything, but you might move the chessboard a little bit.
Yeah.
But we have to get started now, just because we have a lot of presentations to get to. So Juno, I'm gonna get your clock started. You're welcome to time yourself, of course, and that goes for everybody today. If you wanna time yourself, just remember to bring your watch up or your phone. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
On your mark, get set, go.
I'm Judah Knudsen, and I started playing chess, I don't know, since I was about 8. I fully got into it thanks to this class and our chess unit, and I just want to show you 3 of the fastest checkmates. So the first one, your pawn will go, their pawn right here. You should be able to see it there. You go here, opening a queen and bishop over here, and then that leaves the diagonal open to checkmate. The defense to this is either pushing your pawn out so you can't get checkmated here, or just to not play it because it's really not that good. The second one is you have to keep playing as white you can play as white or black actually, but this demonstration is as white. They go here, you bring your queen out, and they protect the pawn. You bring your bishop out, and they attack your queen, and you take on f7, and that's checkmate. The defense is pretty simple, once they bring their bishop out, that's when the defense is in play. You don't bring your knight out because it leaves checkmate open. So you go here. And this can't be played earlier because if they take the pawn, that's a fork on your king and rook. The last one is pretty easy as well. You go here. Your opponent tries to take your pawn, or you can take theirs, but you don't want to. They take. You bring your knight up. They attack your knight. You check them. They block. You bring your bishop out. They take the free queen, and then you check it. The defense is pretty simple as well. You just don't take the pawn, or if you do, you don't take the free queen, and instead block here, defended by the bishop, so they can't check it. These are 3 of the fast checkmates, and it's pretty simple. You can use these in chess games, like our chess club that we're doing, I don't know when, and against family members, siblings, friends, etc. And for more in-depth stuff for more advanced players, you can watch people on YouTube, like grandmasters. It's pretty simple.
Despite that bumpy start with the books, and by the way, the books
Yeah.
are a good solution to that. I know you understand being prepared is important,
Yeah.
but your maneuvers, your organization, your intro and conclusion, your delivery, all very, very good and smooth. 2 minutes, 45 seconds. Is that about what you expected?
Yeah. Normally I got around 2 to 3 minutes.
I like that you kept it simple. I mean, it's still kind of complex. I can't tell you that any of those maneuvers stuck in my head. But I like that you just made 3 instead of going into too much during that time. And I imagine that some people in here, because we have several people that love chess, probably did get something out of that from you. So good job.
The second one is everything like Brady does against Cooper.
Oh, yeah. All right. Just stealing Grady's good ideas. So here's what we're going to do. Can I get a volunteer to help? Juno's going to bring that table back to the wall. Justin and Victor, if you'll come up real quick, because Danya's getting ready to go next, and I need to make space for the hula hoops she's going to be using. So yeah, that'll go back up on that. Let's make sure the wires and cords are out of the way. Let's get the microphone on the table.
Oh, Victor, move that onto the block table.
What?
All right, lift. He.
Oh my God, Victor.
Alright. There we go. Just gotta make sure that I isn't crushing the cord down there. No, it's not. Okay, we're good. Alright.
So yeah, that looks like it's pretty good space. Let's bring this back towards me just a little bit. Yeah, chair and on my desk.
Don't kill him.
All right. Should be back in your seats. Of course, I don't need to remind anybody that what we're worried about here is our undivided attention on Danya. And Danya, of course, as you can see, is going to be demonstrating some hula hoop techniques. Danya, let me get my paper here and my clock. And on your mark, get set, go.
Hula hooping can be a really fun thing to do, whether you're bored, sitting at home, slouching on your couch, binge eating, having nothing to do during the summer, or you need some entertainment. But to have fun, you need to learn how to. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to hula hoop. Hula hoops can come in many different colors and patterns. Like, for example, it can be blue metallic, or it can have floor patterns. Doesn't matter. Hula hooping got the idea from twisted bamboo hoops from Australia, and then the late 1950s, Wemo hula hoops were invented by Arthur Mellon, and 20 million of them got sold for almost $2 in the first 6 months. So, when what you're gonna do, like as to start, you're gonna make sure your feet are at least square apart. And then for practice, just like move your hips around like you're doing Macarena, but just like very slowly, not like excessive. And you can go really fast or really slow. It doesn't matter. I mean, like if you're a beginner, like if you just started, then I recommend just going slow at first. And now if you're ready, pick up the hula hoop and press it against your back and twist it like how you twist a body. Make sure your upper body moves along with the hula hoop. And if you're ready, you can, with all your fours, you can push the hula hoop like how you twist back, like that, and then push it. And then when you mash up the twisting and stuff, like the moving, make sure whenever you're sort of looping your hips around, it's in sync with the hula hoop that's moving around in circles, so it stays along your waist. You can go really fast, really slow, it doesn't really matter. There's other tricks that you could do with the hula hoop. It doesn't always have to be around your waist. You can loop it around your foot, like that. Or you can loop it around your neck. But hula hoops can be really athletic and they can be really fun to do. So like the longest time that a hula hoop has been continuously looping around like continuously is 100 hours. And so if you're ever bored and you have a hula hoop in the house, you can time yourself, you can challenge yourself, you can test yourself, or you could, if you have somebody over or your friends, you can do the same thing, except you can test them, challenge them, etc. So have fun.
Very well done, man. You timed out at 2 minutes and 56 seconds. So you're right in there. Sound about right? What's the longest you've ever gone? Do you know?
No, actually.
Okay. All right. We have Ellie coming up next. Ellie, I'll give you a chance to set up. Do we need to move the table back? Okay. Yeah, Nate, if you will. Ellie, move that table.
Like almost 4 days.
I did 4 hours. 44 hours.
Table.
They're like they had to do like a really long arm.
Say it again.
It was someone who was really
You sure
hard.
can, and I
Yeah, bro.
know if you want to. I'll give you a little extra room. Gotta make sure it's not free from. Yours is not. So, all of those need to be put away.
Yeah, Justin.
Are you making a smoothie?
That's why they're dogs out. That's why they're dogs out.
Are you doing they go to somebody else's presentation. Wherever they came from, they need to go back.
It probably goes like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's more seventh grade presentation today. Your hand shouldn't be on anybody else's stuff during these presentations, even during the breaks in between while somebody's getting set up like Ellie's doing. I do expect that you are paying attention and not playing around with somebody else's stuff. These presentations mean a lot, as you guys know, to the people that are working on them. All right, with that said, Ellie, you don't need the projector, I assume, right? You're good. All right, you got your stuff plugged in. All your stuff's ready to go. Okay, Ellie, let's sync our clocks. You ready?
Just a second.
Let me know. Yeah. Keep one spiral left.
Oh.
You ready?
Yeah.
In the tray. Okay.
I forgot to.
All right, your undivided attention on our speaker. Here we go, Ellie. In 3, 2, 1.
Today I'll be making a smoothie. This is one of my favorite smoothies I've been helping my dad make since I was 7. It's a strawberry banana smoothie, but before you get started, you're going to need a few ingredients and supplies. You're going to need a blender, an orange squeezer, 8 blueberries, 2 oranges, 1 banana, around 2 cups of strawberries, 1 thing of yogurt, and a plate to put stuff on. You're going to start off by taking your strawberries and pouring them into the blender. Next, you want to open your banana and then put it in the blender. Then you want to take your oranges and you want to put 1 orange straight in, and the other, you want to take the orange juicer and put it in. You want to be careful because it can squirt out at you. And for this one, you got to turn it a little sideways to get some of the juice to come out. And you also want to open it back up and rotate the orange so you can get more juice out. And you want to put that to the side. Next, you want to add your blueberries. Then you want to add your yogurt. It doesn't matter what kind of yogurt, but I'm using vanilla for this recipe. You could add whatever ingredients you want, but this is just the ingredient for this type of smoothie. And for this one, I'm going to be adding a little bit of ice. You don't have to add ice, but you can if you want to. Now you want to screw on the top of your blender and get it blending. Make sure the lid is on tight and it's screwed on right because it can leak out and not get in the blender right. For this particular blender, you want to have it only go for 10 seconds at a time, because if you go more, you can have an internal explosion. So that's how you make a smoothie.
Do you think you're serious?
All right, Ellie, first of all, your time was 3 minutes, 20 seconds. Nice job there. Also, I just want to say this, for anybody that's doing things like Ellie from yesterday and the day before, I don't know, did you practice? I can really tell how comfortable you were. You might as well be on the Food Network. You were so comfortable talking while doing it. And it's one of the number one things, James, one of the number one things I'm looking for, especially with these food prep things, is your ability to talk while doing. I saw Danya do the same thing with the hula hoop, the talking while doing is this, right? It's what we talked about, and it's the genesis of this assignment. It's the number one thing I'm kind of looking for you to be able to do. So very, very thrilled to see Ellie show that as well as you did. With that said, I'm imagining you got cups, I can tell. Can we table that or pause for just a second? Yeah, if you would. I know Nate's got some football throwing to do, and we've got Reed and Tristan that are getting ready to go, and I want to make sure we get those 3 presentations in first, and then we'll make sure that we get some smoothie samples right there at the end of class. So I'm going to have Ellie, choose a volunteer to help you get cleaned up there, if you would.
Hi.
Maybe.
I'm
Maybe. Is
No.
that okay if you do
It's only
it?
another world.
You can throw it from, we'll move the table back to the wall like we do it down there.
Well, I thought it was
And we throw it
Just put some of that stuff in the bag.
I'm gonna have you stand over there. That way, just for time's sake, we'll be able to get.
Save that first.
And just, don't knock my square sweat off the wall. Don't throw it right in power. I know you're demonstrating spiral, right? Yeah, and we'll be able to do that. Don't forget the camera, kind of take a look at the camera so they can see you. All right, let's get you set up. Jackson, let's get you in on this too. And I'll just give you a little extra room by pulling this back a little more. Yeah, we're gonna move the table as soon as the girls are done. And let's see what we got out here. 3 people out there and no chats. Not yet, anyway.
Cameron and Nick.
I think I chatted.
Did you chat?
Yeah,
Okay.
I said something.
Well, hello, everybody. Getting ready for our spiral throwing Nate presentation coming up next. So moving our tables around all over the place today.
You should see chat or something. But like, you see?
I do.
I'm already involved, you know.
Yeah.
Jackson.
There it is. There it is. Is that you, hi
Yes.
people? Okay. Hello. All right. Jackson, you're gonna be helping, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then Nate, I'm gonna go ahead and get you kind of in that camera, but we're not gonna be able to see you all the way to the door. Oh yeah, we are. There's the door. Okay. So Nate, just keep that in mind. I'm gonna move out of the way, let you get started. All right, undivided attention on Nate as he demonstrates the spiral. Nate, I assume you're good on time? I'll take care of it? Okay. All right, then on your mark, get set, go.
Hello, my name is Nate, and today I'll be demonstrating how to throw a football with a good spiral. So, a little background history of how I found out about football. My dad taught me how to throw and showed me the entire sport when I was 4 or 5. And ever since then, I've just been loving playing it and all that. So, to get how to throw the football. So, what you want to do is you kind of want to have like a good stance, your feet kind of spread apart, and you want to kind of be angled to the side a little. And to actually throw the football, you want to have your arm at a bit of a 90-degree angle when you're throwing it, kind of to the side. And you want to have your foot or your ball facing kind of forward. And to get the actual spiral part, or to actually throw the ball, when you're throwing, you want to kind of spread your legs out and kind of turn your leg to get as much power. And when you're done throwing, you want to keep going with it to get as much power. And then when you are actually going to get the spiral, you want to kind of put your finger down to get that kind of rotation. And the reason the rotation is important is because it makes it go farther, and it's a lot easier for the other side, the receiving end, to actually catch the ball. So when you're throwing it, you kind of want to go in, and then when you put that together, you can kind of make it go a lot farther. So I'm going to demonstrate with throwing it to Jackson. So I'm just going to throw it to him with all that, and that's how you do it. So in conclusion, that's how you throw the football with a good spiral. And thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Touchdown.
Read.
You're gonna sit there.
Reed, I assume you get the projector?
You see me?
What did I do?
Maybe you play. I don't know if you
Is this your help?
Nicholas, I
He
won't
he is your help? Oh, I Well, are we needing this then, Reed?
Okay, no one is. No one knows how to play.
All right.
Where's the table wet?
What? Yo.
All right.
It's fine.
Reed is getting ready to, I should have everybody's attention. Voices off, please. Reed is getting ready to demonstrate his card game. And Reed, I don't know if you're timing this up there, but I'm going to go ahead and time you, starting. Are we doing a time up there? Okay. On your mark. Oh, Nate, yeah, you're going to have to find a different spot.
Oh, yeah.
All right. On your mark, get set, go.
Hello, I'll be teaching you how to play spades. First, you want to pass out the cards until they run out. The goal of the game is to get the number of cards you bid. The way you bid is you look at your deck and you guess how many sets you're going to win. How you win a set is you play the highest card. The highest card is an ace, then it goes king, queen, and then so on. You pick up your cards. You set them up in what? Like you put the hearts together, you put the diamonds together, and you put the spades together. The reason it's called spades is because the spade will be anything. If you don't have a certain type of card that someone plays, then you can play a spade, and you're probably going to win unless someone else plays a higher spade. To start off the game, you're forced to play your lowest club. So it's a 4-person game because there's 2 sets of teams. Me and Max are on the team, and Juno and Nate are on the team. The goal of the game is to bid, both the partners bid, and then it adds up, and we have to get that number of sets. 4. So first, look at your cards and play your lowest club. So I would win that because I have the highest club, and then after that you can play whatever you want. So you can play anything you want except this spade. So I go that, and then we keep going until we run out of cards, and if someone bids 10 as partners and someone bids 4, the team that bids 10, if they get 9 and the team that bids 4 gets 4, the team that bids 4 would win because they got the number they bid. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Tristan, you are up next. Your time, I'm sorry, 3 minutes, 4 seconds.
Yes, because he dies or something.
Tristan, did you need the table moved back?
Yeah.
You want to choose somebody to help you?
Hey.
And I assume you're good right there in that space? All right.
Oh, you can't see the soccer ball.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get this presentation going right now. And then we'll have, time for, smoothies before we get ready to go.
I don't know if I can really see the soccer ball.
Probably it's not gonna be perfect, but I can bring it up just a little more. Maybe this will help. Is that better?
Hello, my name is Tristan. I'm going to be teaching you the 3 different ways.
All right, on your mark. Sorry, I gotta get my clock set. You don't need a clock, I guess? You good? Ready, go.
Hello, my name is Tristan. I'm going to be teaching you the 3 different ways to dribble a soccer ball. Soccer was invented, or a version of it, in China about 2,000 years ago, and the Greeks and Romans also played a version of soccer. But it was England around the late Middle Ages that turned soccer into what it is today. Now, there are 3 main types of dribbling the soccer ball. These 3 are my favorite. The first one is pretty much just hitting it with your toe. The style to this is don't hit it too hard, because poking it with your toe can make it go off in a very wild direction depending on how or where you hit it. And this also is a good way to set you up for a shot on goal. Now the other way is with the inside of your foot, dribbling it between the inside of your foot. This keeps it away from defenders trying to steal the ball from you. This also will set you up for a good pass to any of your teammates, or crossing, which is going from one end of the field to the other for a quick goal. Now one of the hardest ways to dribble is with the outside of your foot. But this dribble can get it away from defenders very quickly. You usually want to switch very quickly from the toe to the outside if the defender's closing on you. The outside is kind of hard because it's kind of hard to control with being the outside of your foot. This also needs more power than the other kicks because, that's just from experience, it needs more power. Also, some of the shot styles I've seen is hitting it with your laces. The toe almost never works unless you're doing a penalty kick, but try not to hit it straight forward because goalies usually can grab it. With the inside of your foot, as of course is a pass, and it puts it in a very straight line usually, or depending on where you hit it, with either the heel or the front of your foot, which it'll curve. This ball is not really the standard. It has these, it curves really well. So this is a very good ball for corner kicks. And on a corner kick, the ball is placed at the very corner of the field when it goes out, when a goalie or one of the defenders hits it out on the back line. If they hit it out there, you need to take a running start of at least 3 feet, in my opinion, and hit it with the laces of your foot as if a shot. This will put it with enough power to get all the way to the goal. Now, the final thing I'm going to show you is the plant kick. This is my favorite kind of shot. It's where you plant your foot right next to the ball and slam it with your laces. And it usually will put it into the corner of the net. And that wraps up my presentation on how to, use a soccer ball.
Listen, come here.
I guess I went over the time.
All right. Well, Ellie, why don't you get a volunteer if you think you need one?
Oh, Ellie, why?
All right, we still have 2 people in the live stream. Everybody say bye. All right. We're gonna eat some smoothies. Thanks for joining us. Grant was absent, so I'm gonna have him go tomorrow. Grant.